Hi, everyone, and welcome to today's live session. My name is Aroni, and I'm the Talent Search and Development Supervisor at Placement International. And we're so happy to have you with us today. In today's session, we'll be talking about exciting job opportunities at Ocean House and Weekapaug Inn, two amazing luxury resorts in Rhode Island, USA. If you've always dreamed of doing a J1 program at a top resort, this is your chance to learn how to get started in 2025. We're lucky to have Ginger Dubois, the Group Director of Talent Acquisition at Ocean House and Wikipeag Inn, here with us today. Hi, Ginger. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Good morning, Arnie. Thank you so much for coordinating this call. And hello from across the US to Mexico. We're so excited to talk with you today.
Amazing. Thank you, Ginger. So while we wait for a few more people to join, let's welcome Ginger in the comments and let us know where you're watching from. If you're not familiar with these resorts, Ocean House is a Forbes 5-star and AAA 5-diamond resort in Watch Hill Inn, Rhode Island, famous for its beautiful views and exceptional service. Weekapaug Inn is a Forbes 5-star historic inn and is consistently on Condé Nast Travelers Readers' Choice Awards list for the best hotels in the Northeast, and both offer great career opportunities. Okay, so well, now that we have more people joined, let's introduce ourselves again. Hi, everyone. I'm Aroni, and together with Ginger, we'll be talking about exciting opportunities at Ocean House and Weekapaug Inn, two amazing luxury resorts in Rhode Island, USA. Ginger, so we can get started. Could you kindly introduce Ocean House and Weekapaug Inn to our audience and tell us what makes these resorts so special?
Excellent, excellent. Well, thank you for that opportunity. So again, my name is Ginger Dubois. I'm the lucky lady that gets to be the director of talent for this wonderful hotel company. And as you aptly mentioned, we are located in Rhode Island, which probably means nothing to somebody from Mexico, but we're right between Boston and New York. It's a quiet, residential, very upscale area. As the director of talent, I oversee all the hiring, and I'm so jazzed to be able to talk to these potential interns to join our company. What makes us so different, quite frankly, is that we're a 15-star property. The Ocean House, the one right behind me, this bright yellow historic property, gets 15 stars, and 5 of those stars come from food and beverage, 5 from rooms, and 5 from spa. So they'll have an opportunity as an intern to work in those divisions and really grow their education and strength. The other property that you mentioned, of course, is also the Weekapaug Inn, and that is also 5-star. That's part of the Forbes standards, and also we work very hard to keep our diamonds up every year. So they would have an opportunity to join a company. There's only 2 in the United States that have that high ranking. So it's really going to strengthen their experience and their education if they were to join our company.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Ginger. Ginger, could you kindly tell the audience what types of positions are currently available at both Ocean House and Wikipeag Inn for 2025?
Excellent. Good question. Well, that's what I like with working with Placement International is that, as you know, with the J1 program, the J1 internship program, it's heavily regulated and qualified by the Department of Labor and Immigration. And as such, we have training plans that we work with Placement International to make it specific for the individual. I would love to say that our training plans are not cookie cutter. They're based on their education and their experience, and then together we work together to make their training plans specific. As such, we work in 3 specific divisions. The first one, of course, is food and beverage. As you can imagine, we've put out some really fine plates, and we look for interns that want to work on the line and to grow within our company in the culinary division. The second division is the rooms division. And let's face it, that's what the guest first sees. It is touching everything from the front door experience all the way to front desk, to housekeeping, to concierge, to spa. So interns in the rooms division really have an opportunity to touch and feel all areas of the rooms division. And the last area, of course, is food and beverage front of house. As I mentioned, we have a 5-star restaurant here, and we work very hard to get that. So we have some really great training. So if a food and beverage intern comes with us with some experience and some education, we'll be able to ramp it up to the next level. So those three divisions again are rooms, culinary, and food and beverage.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Ginger, for giving such an elaborate detail on all three positions. I know our candidates are eager to join this esteemed property for sure. So, Ginger, Ocean House and Weekapaug Inn are located in such a beautiful area of Rhode Island. From your perspective, how does the location enhance the candidate's experience?
I I've been and worked in many luxury places throughout the US and into the Caribbean as well. And when I came to the Ocean House, quite frankly, I felt like I was home. It's just the ambiance of the area. And it does have all the bells and whistles that a student might need. For example, we have a free shuttle that will take them around, take them shopping, take them to the nearby Walmart, take them to the cafes and restaurants. But this is not a city. I don't want to mislead them. This is not Mexico City by any means. It's a place where they can focus on their education and in growing their experience during their internship. And then, quite frankly, we are close to all the areas that they would need for transportation if they do want to go to a big city. Just so you know, when they first come here, we'll ask them to come to the nearby train station, which is right down the road from this property, Amtrak. And Amtrak will easily whisk them up to Boston or New York if they want to go to the big city, try other five-star restaurants, hotels, etc. But here at the Ocean House, we're going to provide them with an internship that will allow them to focus on their education and continued growth.
Thank you, Ginger. So you briefly mentioned a few of those benefits in that answer. Could you briefly share some of the other benefits that candidates can look forward to when they join one of these resorts?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mentioned briefly that I have traveled internationally, and that's what I like to say to all our interns is they won't just have a US experience, but they're going to have an international experience when they come to work here. I'm very proud to say that we hired from over 26 different countries in our staff through Placement International and other agencies last year. So they might be working with somebody from Boston on one side and somebody from South Africa on the other side. Can you imagine how that amplifies their culinary knowledge or their food and beverage knowledge if they have that international experience? Another benefit is that we celebrate them, where they're from. So every single month we have a cultural event. It might be that we're celebrating Independence Day from Jamaica or somebody from Mexico. And as such, we want to hire people that are genuine self, that are going to talk about their home countries, their families, their food experience, their holidays. All that will add to the experience. We want them to talk to the guests because the guests, quite frankly, are from around the world. So working here will not just have a Waltz culture experience, but will have an international experience. Lastly, I'd like to say that there's a lot here to do in the area when they do have time off, that they would be able to come to a Red Sox baseball game or go to the Mystic Aquarium. So there's a lot here to do that will help to amplify their whole experience, not just their working experience.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ginger. I would be applying for the J1 program, to be honest, with the amount of benefits that you guys offer.
Anytime.
Okay, yeah. So I know this is a question you get quite a lot during the interview process. But for our audience, could you tell us what the work culture is like at both properties?
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, of course, since we're a 15-star property, we can't talk about the Ocean House without talking about luxury. That is our cornerstone. We have the Forbes standards and the 15 stars. And I don't want to make this scare off the students because just so you know, we're really based, our culture is on training. So they can come here with some knowledge of luxury and will help to grow that. So that is part of the culture. Um, Another part of the culture is that we take care of the 360 of the student, not just the job or the training. Okay. By that, I mean, we provide many benefits that you may not see when you're Googling us on the internet. One of those benefits that we provide is housing. It's very reasonable. It's 115 to 145 per week per student. That is them sharing the room with one or other students. It's basically a 2-bedroom apartment with a bedroom on one side, a kitchen, as if they'd want to cook on their days off, right? And a bedroom on the other side. It's nearby, so they don't have to worry about renting an apartment. We'll make sure that it's ready for them when they first check in. It's going to be furnished right down to the linens, but it's not fancy like our hotel rooms. It's just basic accommodations, but it's kind of like their dorms might have been back in Mexico. We also, as I mentioned, provide transportation to and from work, so they don't have to worry about getting a vehicle. We provide uniforms, we provide a shift meal, all the things that they're going to need to be successful, including, of course, training.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ginger. I know the viewers are loving what they're hearing right now. And I know at the beginning you briefly mentioned some of the qualities that candidates should have. But could you also mention some of the skills you're looking for in each position for the candidates?
Certainly, certainly. Well, of course, we can't interview them or even start the conversation without a background in education, either a background in culinary or hospitality or hotel. That is the foundation. And if you're listening to this podcast today and you decide not to join Ocean House, let me just say that the most important thing you can get out of this conversation is finish your education. Your education, once you have that degree, allows you to travel in hospitality. So it's a really smart foundation that you'll have in education. We also, of course, look for people that have some experience in the field that they're already working at. I myself, my first degree was Johnson and Wales for culinary, and I really enjoyed the fact that they had internships that would help to grow your career. So we also want to look for internships on their resume. The next thing we're going to be looking for is a positive and friendly attitude. Let's face it, when you come to work, you're going to be working with those individuals for many hours a week. So you want to make sure that that person has a positive, glowing attitude throughout their internship. It's somebody that you want to work with, has a great smile, great attitude. All those things we're going to be looking for in our candidates. And the last thing I'll say is adaptability and flexibility. We are a year-round properties here. And so even though they might be coming with us in summer or winter, we're still going to have that kind of flexibility with their internship. But quite frankly, the more times they raise their hand and they want to learn new opportunities within their internship, they can do that. So if they're looking for extra hours, for example, we do, of course, pay overtime for that. So the more interested and really involved in their internship, the more successful I think they'll be.
Absolutely, Ginger. And I've seen candidates come again and again and wanting to join your properties,
Yes,
always
yes.
wanting to return. So I know that for sure. Um, Lastly, Ginger, I know we've had candidates from all over the world join Weekapaug Inn and Ocean House. Would you be able to share any success stories of candidates who did their J1 program at these hotels?
Yes, yes. But I also have to be careful when I say that because the J1 internship is really designed to take their education, their experience, bring it to the US and be able to shine it up so that they can successfully return to their home country, in this case, Mexico, and take that knowledge and skills and perhaps join a new hotel company or start their own restaurant or business. That's what it's meant to do. But we've had some success in people that have been able to return to do a second or a third internship, which is really exciting. So they're almost like a general manager when they finish their internship. We've also been able to successfully launch them into other types of visas, specifically TNs. As you know, TN visa is through NAFTA agreement with the US. And just so you know, if a J1 is able to successfully navigate to a new visa called a TN, they can stay in the US for up to 4 years. So that's a really exciting program. And essentially they're treated just like a US worker, a US manager. So we are also starting the conversation today specifically with Mexican candidates because they would have the opportunity to stay in the US for even longer and really become a component of our management team here at the Ocean House. So that's one of the many examples. They also, quite frankly, become part of our family at the Ocean House Collection. It's always sad when their internship ends, but then we're happy for them that they're able to take again, those skills and knowledge and bring it back to their home country.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Ginger. That was some wonderful details about Ocean House and Weekapaug Inn. And to everyone who joined us today, thank you for being here. We hope you found the session helpful and inspiring. If you're ready to take the next step in your career and join these amazing resorts, we encourage you to apply now. For more information and to apply, feel free to pop us a message on the chat or visit our website at www.placement-international.com, or feel free to contact us at info@placement-international.com. Before you go, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media for updates on future events and opportunities. Thank you once again, Ginger, for making this time and giving us such an amazing overview of your beautiful properties. And thank you, everyone, once again for joining us. We hope to see you in Rhode Island this year, and take care and have a great day.
Thank you, Ernie. Hope to see you at the Ocean.